Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this look. I wanted to do something a little bit more glam. I'm also using some new items and some items that are newer to me. So if you want to see how to get this look and see what those items are, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm only going to take it from my brow bone to my crease. I'm just going to leave the rest of my lid blank for now. I like to take a buffing brush just to make sure the base is completely blended out, because if your base isn't blended out evenly, then you can experience some patchiness with your eyeshadows. So I'm going to use the Morphe 35R palette today. I was going to use the new 3502 palette, but that was a little bit too warm for the look that I think I want to do. I'm not completely set on what I want to do today. I already know what I want to put on my lid, but other than that, I'm kind of just winging it. Honestly, I feel like makeup comes out the best when you kind of just go with it. Sometimes when you have an idea in your head and then it doesn't come out exactly how you wanted it to or how you pictured it, and then it's just like disappointing. So I try not to do that. I kind of just go with the flow. So before I go in with the 35R palette, I am going to take a little bit of Paper Tiger from Colourpop to start out with, only because I like to start with a lighter transition shade so that everything looks seamless when it's blended. So I'm just going to take Paper Tiger on a Morphe 504 brush. This is a big fluffy blending brush. So next I'm going to take this shade right here from that 35R palette, and I'm going to take that on a Morphe M433. This is pretty similar to a MAC 217. I'm just going to take this right below that first transition shade. Why can't I say transition? Next, I'm going to take this brown right here, and I'm taking that on a Morphe R39. This is pretty much the same as the other brush we just used. And we're going to place that right under the second shade we used, just blending it all together. I just want there to be a nice blended fade in the crease. And I'm going to go in with this darker brown shade. And I'm going to take that on a Morphe M576. So during the Sephora VIB Rouge sale, I picked up the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow Liquid Shadow Set. I actually never tried these. I know, I'm super late on these. I've wanted to try these for a long time, and I always shop online, but with these, since there's so many gorgeous shades, I always want to test them out in stores, and I'm like, oh, I'll just pick one up when I go shopping. But every time I go, most of them are always sold out. The testers are always missing. So I figured while the sale was going on and they had the sets with the mini ones, I figured I would try them out that way and then pick up more colors later on. So this set comes with Smoky Storm, Kitten Karma, and Diamond Dust. This one is more of a bronze shade, which I'm using today. This one is more of a champagne-y peachy shade, which is super gorgeous also. But I feel like I always use shades like these, so I wanted to do the bronze shade, even though I also always do bronze shades. I don't know. And then this one is Diamond Dust. It's more of a silver glitter, which I will definitely be using around the holidays. So yes, let's try this out. What I've seen, normally if I was going to do a cut crease or something more defined, I would go back in with concealer and clean it up. But these look super pigmented, so I feel like you can just go straight in with this. So here we go. I'm just going to take a small, I think this is the concealer brush from Real Techniques, but I just like to use it as an eye defining brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit on here and go closer to my crease with this. And I have a feeling once these dry down, you can't touch them because I don't know if it's one of those things where it'll chip off. So if you want to add more, do it while it's still wet. So I'm gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna add winged liner. I just don't want to I don't want to open my lids because I don't want it to get on my crease. Dry, 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 dry on my eye. Please dry. I gotta do my wing liner, gotta get it done. Oh, dry, 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 dry. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous to go in with my gel liner. I did add a lot of my Inglot Duraline to it just to make it more liquefied so it glides over the glitter easier. I'm also nervous because I do wing liner all the time. I used to, like, literally, I would not do my makeup without winged liner for, like, years. I felt so, like, weird if I did not have my winged liner on, but now I just wear it sometimes, but I'm pretty much a pro at doing wing liner, but when it comes to doing it on camera, the last 2 times, they were uneven, so I just can't do it. I'm not used to doing it on camera. So I went in with mascara and lashes. These are the Eyelure and KrazyRayRay lash. I've been liking these lately just because they snatch the eye pretty well. So to prime, I'm going to use my First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I don't get why they have to make names so long. And I'm going to take some of my Tarte Timeless Clean Slate primer. I'm going to warm it up in my fingertips and just place this in the areas that I have more pores, so basically my cheeks. So, I kind of want to try a new foundation out today, but I don't know if the color is going to be right, so we're kind of just going to wing it and see what happens. I picked up the Revlon Photoready Insta Filter Foundation. This is in the shade 330 Natural Tan. I believe there's only 10 shades in this foundation. I think the Revlon Color Stay has a wider shade range, so I don't understand why they wouldn't do that for a new foundation, especially since it's 2017. I feel like you should not release a foundation unless you have a wide shade range so that everyone can try it, you know? And, like, why have a wide shade range in one of your foundation lines and not in the other? It just doesn't make sense to me. But I was at Walmart the other night just picking up makeup wipes. I started walking to the line to check out, and then I was like, let me just walk down the makeup aisles really quick. And I saw this right away because it's new. They didn't have all the shades out when I went, I believe, but they only had like a few pale shades and then the last few darker shades. So I didn't know if I should get this shade, the 330, or the next shade up, because one thing I already hate about this foundation, especially since it's at a drugstore where there's no testers, instead of having a clear bottle, they just print the color here, and it's already hard enough to find your shade at the drugstore or any store, and so having this is just freaking annoying. I mean, it's plastic, so it's good to travel with. Also, before I try it, I figured, I was kind of playing with it. I didn't try it on yet, though. With the sponge, I was like, I know I'm not going to use that, but I'll just pump it out and use a different sponge with it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like since the foundation comes up through the sponge, this is going to soak up a lot of product. And if you are someone that's going to use this, it's going to build up bacteria because you can't really take off the sponge and clean it. So that's just another thought. And the other day, like whenever I buy something new, I need to play with it right away, even if it's just a swatch or something. So I was sitting there and you have to like twist this, and it was taking forever for the foundation to come out. And then finally I twisted it and like it literally went boop right onto my leg. So just be aware. So let's just try this. Like I said, I have no idea if this is going to be the right shade. So, oh, there we go. Let's just dot it. If it's too light, I'm going to just have to mix another foundation with it. But we shall see. I'm just going to take my Real Technique sponge and start blending this out. Okay, so right away, I know this is too light for me. But if this is the shade 330, there was only a few more darker shades than this, so if this is too light for me, then that's an issue. I didn't see anything on the packaging that says whether this is supposed to be full or light coverage. I kind of assumed it would be full coverage because it's Insta filter, but to me it's kind of looking more like a medium coverage, and you can probably build it up more, but since it's light, I have to go in with another shade of a different foundation, so I don't want to build a bunch of this up and then have a million foundations on my face, you know? I'm going to take the L'Oreal Pro Glow. So for concealer today, I'm going to use the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Warm. I've been trying to use things other than my Tarte Shape Tape, but it's very hard not to use that. I'm going to take my RCMA No Color Powder and set my under eyes. For highlight, I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Heatwave. I love this stuff, but take my Becca Sunlit bronzer. I really need to find a new bronzer because I use this in literally every video. For blush, I'm going to use the Milani powder brush in Coral Cove. Alright, so we're going to finish off the eyes. So we're going to go in with this shade first. And I'm taking that on a Mikasa E310 brush. This is just a pencil brush. Take this brown shade next on a smaller pencil brush. This is the Morphe E36. I'm going to take the lightest shimmer shade right here and pop that in my inner tear ducts. I'm gonna take this creamy shade from Maybelline. This is their Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. I love these eyeliners, and I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. For lips, can't decide if I want to use Frickin' Frack from Colourpop, which is super pretty. There it is. Or if I want to go in with a lipstick, this is Max Sin. No, like a deeper. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try Frickin' Frack. So, to set my face, I'm going to use the Real Color Stay in Spray Makeup Setting Spray. I find this to be very similar to the Morphe setting spray, because they're both the aerosol cans. This I got at Sally Beauty. I never, ever have heard anyone talk about it, but I also find it a little bit more moist than this one, which I like because I feel like that really melts the, like, not melts the makeup down, but sets the makeup into the face. So, I don't know. I think I like this one more, but I'm not sure. I really do love the Morphe one too. But I'm going to use this one today. So that is it for this look. I hope you enjoyed. I really want to get at least 2 Thanksgiving makeup tutorials up. I want to do something that's a little bit more on the glam side and something super easy and quick to wear on Thanksgiving. So look out for those. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave and hit the little notification bell so that you can get notified when I do post those Thanksgiving videos. And don't forget to follow me on my other forms of social media, and I will see you in my next video.